farming system. Historical background. What is the background of a integrated farming system? So integrated farming system is an agriculture production system. It is a agriculture production system that involves the integration of a different agriculture components such as crops, livestock, poultry, fish, and non-agriculture components also such as agroforestry, and horticulture and beekeeping in a single farming system. That is about the integrated farming system. It is an integration of a different components. So that is called integrated farming system. It is a farming and a system. It integrates the different types of the components. So the concept of integrated farming systems has its roots in ancient agriculture practices also, where farmers used to integrate the crops and livestock on their farms. So the modern concept of integrated farming system, however, emerged in the mid 20th century in response to the challenges faced by the small scale farmers in developing countries. So in the 1950s and 1960s, many developing countries were facing food shortages due to the low agriculture productivity and the lack of resources to invest the modern agriculture technologies. So to address these challenges, agriculture researchers and policymakers began to promote integrated farming systems as a way to increase productivity while reducing the cost. So, yeah, in the 1970s and 1980s, the concept of IFS gained more recognition, and it was adapted by the several countries as a nation policy. In India also, for example, implemented an integrated farming system research project in the year 1970s. Which aim to this is a aim to develop sustainable farming system for small scale farmers especially. So other countries such as China, Thailand, Indonesia also adopted integrated farming systems as a national policy. So the year 1990s saw a renewed interest in the integrated farming system, particularly in response to a growing concern over environmental sustainability and the need to reduce the negative impacts of agriculture on the environment. So, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, that is FAO, began to promote integrated farming systems as a means of achieving sustainable agriculture and rural development. So, today's integrated farming systems are becoming increasingly popular among farmers around the world. So, particularly small scale farmers who are looking for sustainable ways to increase their productivity and income. So, integrated farming systems is seen as a way to achieve sustainable agriculture practices, mainly sustainable agriculture practices that balances environmental and economic and social goals also. So mainly integrated farming system is a holistic approach to the farming that aims to achieve sustainable agriculture production by integrating the various agricultural components such as crops, livestock, aquaculture, agroforestry, and horticulture related within a single farming unit. So the goal is to achieve productivity, profitability, and environmental health while ensuring the efficient use of resources. This is about the holistic and a historical background of a integrated farming system. So next we have objectives of a integrated farming system. So what are the objectives of the integrated farming system? So there are several objectives are in the integrated farming system, because the objectives of integrated farming systems are multifold and are aimed to achieving a sustainable agriculture. Each and everything, whatever we discuss in this farming system or integrated farming systems, the sustainable agriculture is a main goal. and rural development also main objectives of this the farming integrated farming system. So some of the objectives of integrated farming system are diversification of income. So integrated farming systems involves the what is the diversification of income means. Integrated farming system involves integration of a different agriculture and non-agriculture components or components such as crops, livestock, poultry, fish, in a single farming system, as we know that. So this helps to diversify income sources from the farmers and reduces the risk of the crop failure or a price volatility. So that is a diversification of income. The source of income is more, the sources are more. So that is a diversification of income. So next one, efficient resource utilization. Efficient resource utilization. So in integrated farming system, it aims to utilize resources efficiently and effectively by making use of the waste products of one component as a resource for the another component. So for example, livestock waste can be used as a fertilizer for the crops, while crop residue can be used as a feed for livestock. That is the efficient resource utilization. Next, soil conservation. In a integrated farming system, it involves the use of different cropping systems such as intercropping and crop rotation, which helps to maintain soil fertility, prevent soil erosion. So this helps to conserve the soil resources and ensuring the long-term productivity. So that is about the soil conservation. Next, biodiversity conservation. So, in integrated farming system, it involves the integration of different components such as trees, crops, animals, which helps to promote biodiversity on the farms. So, this helps to conserve wildlife habitats and prevent the loss of biodiversity. That is the biodiversity conservation. Next, environmental sustainability, most important thing. So an integrated farming system, it aims to promote sustainable agriculture practices, so that balances the environmental and economic and social goals also. So this involves reducing the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, conserving the water resources, and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. So that is about the environmental sustainability. So next we have food security. So in integrated farming system in IFS, it aims to increase the food production. The aim of IFS is increase the food production and reduce food insecurity by promoting sustainable agriculture practices. So we are implementing sustainable agriculture practices in this IFS system. So the food security is more in this integrated farming system. So here we have a reduction of food insecurity by promoting sustainable agriculture practices. So that increases the productivity and reduces the risk of the crop failure also. So that is about the food security. Next we have empowerment of the small scale farmers. In that mainly integrated farming system particularly relevant to the small scale farmers who may have limited resources and may face the challenges in adopting the modern agriculture technology. So in integrated farming system, it can be help to empower the small scale farmers by providing them with the sustainable farming practices that improves their productivity, income, and overall well-being. So that is about the empowerment of the small scale farmers, especially for the small scale farmers. So there are many other several key objectives also there. So in that we have the enhancing of productivity and profitability. Most important thing, in IFS integrated farming system, it increasing overall farm productivity by integrating crops, livestock, fisheries, and other enterprises. So this deals to diversified income streams and reduces dependency on the single source of income. That is called enhancing the productivity and profitability in integrated farming system. Next, we have a risk mitigation resilience. In Also we have discussed in the about this farming system also. Risk mitigation, what is the risk mitigation and resilience? Means reducing the risk from the climate variability, market fluctuations, and pest outbreaks through the diversified farming activities that ensures farm income stability under the adverse condition. That is the risk mitigation and resilience. So also, next, poverty alleviation and employment generation. Poverty alleviation and employment generation. So generating the continuous employment opportunities throughout the year through the various integrated farming activities. In this integrated farming system, we go for several components. We introduce several components in a farm so that the empowerment throughout the year will be generated, so that farming activities leading to improved livelihoods for the small and marginal farmers. So that is about poverty alleviation and employment generation. Next, we have a sustainable development of a marginal lands. So utilizing the marginal and degraded lands effectively by integrating different components like agroforestry, horticulture, and animal husbandry to improve land productivity and sustainability. In this integrated farming system, we utilize all the marginal lands and unused lands. We utilize that land for the several components of implementation of several activities in integrated farming system. That is about suitable development of marginal lands. So next, efficient recycling of waste. So, converting the farm waste from the one enterprise, example, crop residues, livestock waste, into the valuable input for the another. For example, valuable inputs means compost and feeds. Crop residues, livestock waste to compost and feed. So, creating a self-sustaining system that minimizes the waste. That is the efficient recycling of a waste. Next, we have a promotion of a rural prosperity. So ensuring a better living conditions in rural areas, especially in rural areas, by improving farm incomes, creating a local employment, and fostering sustainable farming practices that promotes the rural development. So that is about the promotion of rural prosperity. So the objectives of integrated farming systems are aligned with achieving economic, environmental, and social sustainability in a farming system, while ensuring that farmers can be optimize their resources for the long-term benefits. So overall, the main objectives of the integrated farming system is to promote sustainable agriculture and rural development by utilizing resources efficiency and resources effectively, and promoting biodiversity and reducing a negative environmental impact. So that is about the some main objectives of the integrated farming system. So, next we have characteristics of an integrated farming system. So, what are the characters of an integrated farming system? So, an integrated farming system is a sustainable agriculture production system that involves the integration of a different agricultural and non-agricultural compounds, such as in that we have integration, diversification, resource conservation, efficiency, a livelihood improvement, and sustainability, farm management, and social benefits and adaptability. So what is about integration? What is the integration? So an integrated farming system, it emphasizes the integration of different farming compounds. We know about the compound. What are the compounds? Such as the crops, livestock, and trees. So into the single system to optimize the use of resources and reduce the reduction of the waste. That is called integration of a different components and compounds in integrated farming system. So next, diversification. What is the diversification? Integrated farming system seeks to promote diversity by growing a variety of crops, raising different types of livestock, and incorporating other components such as fish ponds and beekeeping into the farming system. That is a diversification of this integrated farming system. Next, resource conservation. What is resource conservation? We have many times discussed about resource conservation. So integrated farming system promotes the conservation of natural resources mainly, so such as soil, water, biodiversity. So through the practices such as crop rotation, yes, the soil, water, and biodiversity, that will be practices such as crop rotation, intercropping, agroforestry, and the use of organic and natural fertilizers. That is about the resource conservation. Next, we have a efficiency. Integrated farming system mainly seeks to optimize resource use and minimize the waste by using integrated pest management, that is IPM. So efficient water management and other sustainable practices will be followed in this efficiency to seek the optimized resource use and minimize the waste by using integrated pest management practices. So that is about efficiency. Next, livelihood improvement. So integrated farming system aims to promote the livelihood of farmers by increasing productivity, diversifying income streams, and improving food security and nutrition. That is about livelihood improvement. Next, sustainability. What is sustainability? So in integrated farming system, it seeks to create a more sustainable farming system that can adapt to changing environmental and economic conditions, well, also contributing to climate change mitigation, so and biodiversity conservation also. That is the sustainability and integrated farming system. So next, farm management. So integrated farming system requires proper farm management practices such as proper planning, monitoring, and evaluation. So record keeping and decision making also plays a key role for the effective utilization of the resources in a farm. So farm management plays a key role in the integrated farming system or any farming system. So next we have a social benefits. What are the social benefits in an integrated farming system? So integrated farming system can help to improve the livelihood of rural communities by providing them with their sustainable farming practices that improves their productivity, income, and overall well-being also. So that is the social benefits of the integrated farming systems. So next we have a adaptability. So integrated farming system also can be adapted to the different agro-climatic zones, production system that and cultural practices also. So it can be customized according to the specific needs of the specific needs and conditions of a farmer. So that is the adaptability. So the integrated farming system IFS can is characterized by the several key features that distinguish in the it from the conventional farming. So these characteristics ensures that the system is sustainable, resource efficient, and capable of providing multiple benefits to the farmers. So the environment and basically it's provides a multiple benefits to the farmers and the environment and society also. So there are some most important we have discussed about the some important characteristics of the IFS, and some of the characteristics are first we have a holistic and a multi-enterprise approach. What is the holistic and multi-enterprise approach? Means integrated farming systems involves the integration of a different agriculture activities such as crop cultivation, livestock rearing, poultry, aquaculture, agroforestry, and horticulture. So the multi-enterprise system maximizes the use of resources and ensures the diversified production. That is the holistic and multi-enterprise approach. So the grower, the farmer, the enterprise entrepreneur giving who particularly holding this integrated farming system, that gives the he may can receives the multiple income sources from the multiple components of the integrated farming system. So that is a holistic and multi enterprise approach. So next we have a resource recycling. It is a significant feature of a integrated farming system. So it is the recycling of a farm product. So for example, animal waste can be used as the manure for the crops. Crops residues can be feed for the livestock, and fish ponds can be utilized as nutrient runoff from fields. So this recycling minimizes external inputs and waste, making the system resource efficient. So this is a resource recycling of integrated farming system. Next we have a sustainability. So already we have several times we have discussed about sustainability. So an integrated farming system, it ensures the sustainable use of natural resources. It improves the soil health, conserves the water, and enhances the biodiversity by using organic and bio or eco-friendly farming practices that reduce the need for the chemical inputs. So that is about the sustainability. Next we have a optimal land use. Already we discussed about this. So the system promotes the efficient use of land where the different compounds occupying the different spaces and niches within the same farm. For example, agroforestry combines trees with the crops. So well, livestock can graze on the crop residues by utilizing every part of the land effectively and efficiently. That is the optimal land use. Next we have risk management. By integrating multiple enterprises like IFS reduces the risk associated with the crop failure, market price fluctuations, or the adverse weather events. So if one component fails, the other can provide a buffer and maintain overall farm income. That is the most important thing, risk management. So next we have income generation and employment. So integrated farming system provides multiple sources of income throughout the year, ensuring that farmers and rural communities having continuous employment and financial stability. So livestock, crops, fisheries, and other components can be harvested or sold at different times, so ensuring the year-round productivity. That is the income generation and employment. And we have a ecological balance. So the system promotes the ecological balance, harmony by preserving the biodiversity and maximizing the environmental degradation. So for instance, by encouraging the natural pest predators and minimizing the chemical use, integrated farming systems helps maintain the ecological balance on the farms. That is about ecological balance. So next, minimal external inputs. So the resilience on the farm resources like manure, compost, and biological pest control residues, the need for the costly external inputs such as a synthetic fertilizer, pesticides, or the feeds, thus lowering the production cost. That is the minimal external inputs. So focus on the nutritional security. This is the most important point we have to consider in this scenario, in this fast growing community. So with a variety of crops, livestock products, and other agricultural outputs, integrated farming system contributes to both food and nutritional security by providing diverse sources of the food, including vegetables, fruits, grains, milk, eggs, and fish. So that is the focus on nutritional security. So the characteristics of the integrated farming system makes a dynamic and resilient agriculture approach, and focusing on the long-term sustainability, productivity, profitability, while conserving resources and promoting the environmental health. So overall, an integrated farming system is characterized by the integration of a different agriculture and non-agriculture components. So efficient resource utilization, soil and biodiversity conservation, sustainable use of natural resources, proper farm management practices, social benefits and adaptability to control the local conditions, or all these are all the components of the integrated farming system. And these are the several we have discussed the several components and characteristics of the integrated farming system. This is about the mainly the characteristics of integrated farming system. The mainly the character is a sustainable agriculture production. Sustainability is the major character, major role of this integrated farming system. So next we have a components of integrated farming system. So what are the components of integrated farming system? There are several components are involved in the integration of different agriculture and non-agriculture components. So there are some of the crops, livestock, agroforestry, fish, beekeeping, vermicompost, bioenergy. These are some components of the integrated farming system. So about the crops, the crop component of an integrated farming system includes the cultivation of various crops such as cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits, and herbs. So different cropping systems such as intercropping and crop rotation are used to maintain the soil fertility and reduce the pest and diseases. And that's about the crops. Next we have a livestock. What is livestock? The livestock component of it is one of the most important component of a integrated farming system. It includes the rearing of different types of livestock such as cows, goats, sheep, and poultry. So livestock provides a source of income, and also produces manure what can be used for fertilizer for the crops. That is about the livestock. And about the agroforestry. So agroforestry is the already we discussed about this all the components on the farming system also. So agroforestry is the integration of trees into the farming system. Trees provides a range of benefits such as timber, fuelwood, and fruits, and it also help to prevent soil erosion, conserve the water resources. So that is the agroforestry. Next we have a fish farming. The fish So fish farming is another important components of integrated farming system. So fish provide a source of protein and also help to improve soil fertility through the use of fish waste as a fertilizer. So we can use a fish waste as a fertilizer and integrated farming system. So next we have beekeeping. So beekeeping is the maintenance of the bees colonies for the production of honey and bee wax and other bee products. So bees also plays an important role in the pollination of the crops, and that is the beekeeping. And we have a vermiculture. So vermiculture is a cultivation of earthworms for the production of a vermicompost, so which is a nutrient rich organic fertilizer. So that is about vermiculture. So next we have a bioenergy. So bioenergy is the use of biomass such as crop residues, animal waste, and the wood for the production of the energy. So bioenergy can be helped to reduce the dependence on the fossil fuels and also provide the a source of income for the farmers. So overall, the different components of an integrated farming systems are integrated in a way that maximizes the efficient use of resources and minimizes the negative environmental impact. So the integration of different components provides the range of benefits such as a diversification of income sources and improved soil fertility and increased food security. So these are the some of the components of the integrated farming system. So next, we have advantages of the integrated farming system. What are the advantages of integrated farming system? So, integrated farming system, we have several advantages. So, in that we have improved soil fertility, a diversification of income. Already we discussed these also advantages. So, a conservation of natural resources, reduce use external inputs, improved food security, climate change adaptation, and improved livelihoods. Already we have discussed about these all the components. So we discussed. So improved soil fertility means the integration of different agricultural and non-agricultural components and integrated farming system. It helps to promote soil fertility by reducing the soil erosion, enhancing the nutrient cycling, and promoting soil biodiversity. So it leads to increase the crops yields and improve soil health. So next we have a diversification of income. In IFS, integrated farming, it provides the farmers with the opportunity to diversify their income by integrating different agricultural and the non-agriculture components. So it reduces the risk of the crop value and price volatility, provides the farmers with the multiple source of the income. Next, conservation of natural resources. So in integrated farming system, it promotes the sustainable use of the natural resources such as soil, water, biodiversity. So this helps to conserve these resources for the future generations and ensures long-term productivity. That is the conservation of natural resources. This is one of the method in a sustainable agriculture. So reduce the use of external input. So reduction of use of reduction of the use of external input. So in integrated farming system, it reduces the dependence on the external inputs such as chemical fertilizers, pesticides by using the natural methods to control pest and diseases and maintain soil fertility. So this reduces the cost of the input for the farmers and also reduces the negative impact of the negative impacts on the environment. So next we have improved food security. Already we have discussed in this topic, this method in this farming system, and also we have discussed the integrated farming system also. So improved food security. What is improved food security in a so integrated farming system, it promotes the production of a variety of crops, livestock and other products. So which improve the food security for the farmers and their community. So it also helps to reduce the resilience on importance, resilience on the imports and promotes the local food system. That is the improved food security and climate change adaptation. So integrated farming system can help the farmers to adapt to climate change, promoting the use of drought resilient crops, water conservation techniques, and other climate smart agriculture practices. So this reduces the vulnerability of farmers to the impact of the climate change. So that is the climate change adaptation. So we have improved livelihoods. So improved livelihood means integrated farming system also can improve the livelihoods of farmers by it provides them with sustainable and diversified sources of income, improves their food security and enhance their social and environmental well-being. So this is the improved in this way integrated farming system improves their life. So that is the improved livelihoods. So overall an integrated farming system, it provides the range of benefits that contributes to sustainable agriculture development and improve food security and enhances livelihood for the farmers and their communities. So this is about the advantages of a integrated farming system. So next we have a site-specific development of a integrated farming system model for different agro-climatic zones. So in that we have means what is the site specific development of integrated farming system model. So integrated farming system can be developed to suit for the specific agroclimatic conditions. So it is a particular for the particular region. Integrated, it's developed the suit of specific agroclimatic conditions of the particular region. Means uh, uh, specific development of an integrated farming system, it's suitable for the particular areas which we are going to implement this model, or which area we are going to implement this particular concept, that will be site specific. So now we are discussing about the site specific development of a integrated farming system model. In that we have a assessment of agroclimatic conditions, selection of a components, and integration of components, and selection of appropriate agriculture practices, and implementation of implementation and monitoring. So what is assessment of agroclimatic conditions? So assessment of agroclimatic conditions means this is a first step in developing an integrated farming system model. So it is to assess the agroclimatic conditions of the region, including the temperature, rainfall, soil type, and the other environmental factors. So this information helps to determine the crops and livestock that can be integrated into the farming system. So that is the assessment of agroclimatic conditions. Next, selection of the components. So based on the agroclimatic conditions, the appropriate components of the integrated farming systems are selected. So these could include crops such as cereals, pulses, vegetables, and fruits, and livestock such as cows, goats, sheep, and poultry, and other components such as trees, fish, and peas. That is a selection of components based on the agroclimatic zones and appropriate components of integrated farming system. We select that particular components. So that is a selection of components. Next, we have a integration of components. After the selection, we have to integrate the components. The selection of the components are integrated into the integrated farming system. So taking into the accounts their interactions and synergies. So this is the major role. For example, livestock can provide manure for the crop, while trees can provide shade and prevent soil erosion. So the integration of a different components is done in a way that maximizes the efficient use of resources and minimizes the negative environmental impacts. So that is the integration of the components. Next, we have a selection of appropriate agriculture practices. The appropriate agriculture practices are selected based on the agroclimatic conditions and the selected components of the integrated farming system. So this could include practices such as intercropping, crop rotation, agroforestry, fish farming, and beekeeping. This is the selection of appropriate agriculture practices. So next we have implementation and monitoring. So once the integrated farming system model has been developed, it is implemented on a pilot scale and monitor for the performance. So this helps to identify yeah, any issues and make necessary adjustment. This is the implementation and monitoring. So the site specific development of an integrated farming system model for different agroclimatic zones is important for the ensuring the sustainability and productivity of the system. So by taking into the account the local conditions and selecting appropriate components and practices, an integrated farming system can provide range of benefits such as improved soil fertility and diversified income and enhancement of food security. This is about the site specific development of a integrated farming system model for a different agroclimatic zones. So till now we have discussed about the integrated farming system. In that we have discussed historical background of the integrated farming system. Next we have discussed about the objectives. In that objectives we have discussed diversification of the income, efficient resource utilization, soil conservation, biodiversity conservation, environmental sustainability, food security, empowerment of a small scale farmers, and many more. We have discussed the objectives of this integrated farming system. After we discussed about the characteristics of the integrated farming system, in that integration, diversification, resource conservation, efficiency, livelihood improvement, sustainability, farm management, social benefits and adaptability, and many more we have discussed these characteristics of a integrated farming system. After that, we have discussed about the components of a integrated farming system. In that components, we have discussed about crop, livestock, agroforestry, fisheries, beekeeping, vermiculture, the bioenergy, and many more we have discussed in these components of a integrated farming system. Next, we have discussed about advantages of a integrated farming system. So in that, we have discussed about improved soil fertility, diversification of the income, conservation of natural resources, and reduced use of external inputs, improved food security, climate change adaptation, improved livelihoods. These we have discussed on this advantage of a integrated farming system. Next, last and final, we have discussed about the site-specific development of a integrated farming system model. In that, we have discussed assessment of agro-climatic conditions, selection of the component, the integration of the component, selection of appropriate agriculture practices, implementation and monitoring. We have discussed in this site-specific development of a integrated farming system. So this is about the integrated farming system, historical background, objectives, characteristics, components of a integrated farming system, and its advantages, site-specific development of a integrated farming system model for the different agroclimatic zones. So this is about today's lecture. Thank you so much. Thank you.